Yes, man. Yes, man. Yes, God. A lot going on. A lot going on. A lot going on, man. The Lord want me to share this, man, because right now, man, we're in a season, man, of this. We're in a season of edifying people and worship. We're in a season of getting close to the Lord. And this stuff right here, man, I thought that was it when I posted my last video when kind of saying that called distraction, man. But this stuff that's going on, man. You know, the church supposed to be ahead of the thing. You know, we're supposed to be have authority over this thing, man. But what's going on now, man? There's a lot of God to share His word with me, man. I want to share Ephesians 6:12. For we do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but against principality, against power, against the ruler of this darkness, against the age, against spiritual hosts and the wicked in heavenly places, man. We do not wrestle against flesh and blood, man. And there's a lot of wrestling against flesh and blood, man. We fighting against the flesh, man. There's a 9-1 battle, man. That's a 9-1 battle fighting against the flesh. Fighting against the flesh, man. Put you right in the hands of the enemy, man. Put you right in the hands of the enemy, man. That's an easy win for the serpent. Fighting against the flesh, man. That's a ground battle. When you fight in the flesh, that's a ground battle. Fighting on ground, that's worldly. That's an earthly fight, man. The word flesh means man. It means flesh. It's carnal. That's displeasing God. That means that stuff displeasing God. That's a carnal fight. It's worldly. That's not God. It's worldly. That's a ground fight. You're fighting against the flesh. That's worldly. In Genesis chapter 3:14, where God told the serpent, on your belly you should eat dust all the days of your life. The dust. All the days of your life. Dust mean ground. Earthly, man. You go verse 19, when God said, dust you came and dust you will go. For dust you are, and dust that you came, and dust you will go. We are the dust, and that's what happened, man. We fighting a ground battle. Wrestle against the flesh and blood, man. That's a worldly fight. God is spirit. God is spirit. You cannot fight a spiritual fight in your flesh. And this stuff is spiritual going on, man. There's some most spiritual, demonic stuff going on. And we wrestle against flesh and blood, man. You fighting a spiritual fight in your flesh. You can't fight no spiritual fight in your flesh, man. You can't fight no spiritual fight in the flesh, man. Don't wrestle against flesh and blood. Pay attention what's going on. Pay attention what's going on. Some things that are going on behind the scenes. And they putting this thing out here to keep you distracted. There's some things that's going on behind the scenes, man. And they putting this agenda out here, man. Pushing this movement to keep you distracted. There's some things that's going on. It don't concern you, man, that the whole world and everybody is paying attention to following this thing. They trying to make everybody follow this thing. They even got everybody going to get down Trump. He's a bad guy. And he is terrible. But you not paying attention, man, to this thing, man. And the church just following the thing, man. Look at Matthew, man. Matthew chapter 7. Matthew chapter 7, verse 13. Enter by the narrow gate. For wide is the gate and broad is the way that leads to destruction, and there are many who go in by it. Broad, for wide is the gate and broad is the way to lead to destruction. Man, you got the news people, you got the rapper, you got Hollywood, you got the sports entertainment, you got everybody is on the same page this thing, man. And every time something happens in the world, the church pastors, they always preach about the now. The whole world is following. Everybody is agreeing with the thing, and the church is following and agreeing with the world agree with. They going the broad way. Why everybody's following this path. For wide is the gate and broad is the way. Everybody's following this broad on path of destruction, man. And the church is following it. They got the church fighting against this worldly fight. Making too much noise, that God was telling me. God told me last night, it's a lot of noise. There's a lot of noise, man. All this noise, man, in the church, in the people of God, they's heeding to this noise. We are heeding to this noise. Long as you heed to this noise. Long as you heed to this noise, man, the less you can hear God in spirit. The less you hear God in spirit. This is a spiritual fight. And we wrestling the serpent on ground. You fighting the serpent on ground. I'm gonna share something with y'all real fast. I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna show you something on my own tablet. See right here? This is a sidebar right here. This is a lion. This is an ox. This is a man. It's an eagle. If you go to Revelation, man, it's the four faces, right, of God, right? The four faces. This is a quick sidebar. It's the four faces of God right here, y'all. You hear me? It's the four faces right here. A lion, an ox, a man, and an eagle. If you go to these actually fall like the four gospels. Because you see Matthew talking about Jesus as king, the lion representing the king, talking about Jesus as a king. Mark talking about Jesus as a server. The ox serve. He got him on. Sometimes the ox be yoked to another ox. It's a server and they carry stuff around. And Luke talk about Jesus as a man. Luke, the book of Luke. And the book of John talk about Jesus as an eagle. The spirit. John talking about Jesus. Matthew talking about Jesus as a king. Mark talking about Jesus as a server. Luke talking about Jesus as a man. And John talking about Jesus as a spirit. This is the eagle. And the reason I show you this, man, the eagle. I want to talk about the eagle. That was a sidebar, man. But I just want to talk about the eagle. Put the music back on. Talk about Jesus as an eagle. I was sharing showing my son, because we read the book of John now. It's like 4 months and I'm sharing with them. Every Monday we do it. And we've been reading John chapter 1, verse 1 and 5. We've been on 1 and 5 for a long time, trying to show them Jesus' spirit. But I seen this Animal Planet, watch Animal Planet, whatever. I've been watching that and I seen a snake. I seen an eagle take a snake off the ground. And the snake up in the sky discombobulated. The snake had absolutely no idea what's going on. Discombobulated up in the sky. And eagle got the snake up in the sky, and snake is moving around all crazy because it's bewilderness. It don't know what to do. It's discombobulated, man, because the snake fight on ground. You don't know what to do in that. If the snake is on ground with eagle, the snake will tear the eagle up. The snake will tear you up on ground. But when eagle took him up in the sky, the snake didn't know what to do, man. Discombobulated. The snake was moving around trying to bite the feet, and the eagle just had him, man. And then ate him in the sky, killed him, whatever. The snake represents the enemy, the serpent. You can't fight the serpent on ground. The eagle represents the spirit. You gotta take that enemy in the spirit up in the sky, man. You can't fight flesh and blood. You gotta take that up in the sky. You gotta fight that enemy up in the sky. We fight the enemy on ground. When it goes up in the sky, goes up in the spirit. There's an agenda that's moving. There's a thing that's moving, and it keeping you distracted. Keeping all this noise, and it'd be hard to hear from God. God is definitely in control. And you about to see, I told you on my last video that some more about to happen, something else about to happen. I told you this ain't over. And what happened, that cop killed that dude by Wendy's. I told you all that. In the middle of you protesting, they killed somebody else. And you thinking that, you're protesting winning, That's like fighting in the dark against dark. Nothing happened. Ain't no movement going on. You gotta shine a light in there, man. The light shining in the darkness, and the darkness cannot comprehend it. You gotta shine a light in there. Nothing wrong if you're doing it healthy, but there's no win in that. You're not gonna win in that. It's a man fight. They push this thing out here for you to do that. They cause you distraction, keep all this noise, so they do stuff behind the scenes. And the church is following it. They found this broad. Well, everybody else found it. Broad is the way. Stay focused. Have discernment. Stay in prayer. Stay with God. Stay in spirit. Because something big is about to happen. Some big stuff about to happen. And you about to see it. Some big stuff about to happen. I told you before it's going to happen. And some more big stuff about to happen. Spirit search the deep things of God. Man over man, no. I rest in spirit and see God. It's the time that we edify and speak life to people and edify people and, speak the word of God to people. It's the time that need to be planted in the kingdom of heaven. It's time to push the kingdom of heaven. This is God want us to push the kingdom. Push the kingdom, not follow the world, church folks. Follow the world, man. Y'all follow the world. Push the kingdom. Push the kingdom, not follow the world. I'm telling you what God told me. Now you go justify it all you want. You go in the Bible and justify it. There's no justification to it. This is a worldly fight, and the church people's fighting a worldly fight. There's no win in protesting. The whole world is following things that means something, y'all. Pay attention. They do this thing. This thing is demonic. I told you before. It's demonic. You may tell me it's about Jesus. And you got the whole world following it. You got the whole world following this thing. And it's a bad thing because my mom got killed and it was devastated. And I understand somebody getting killed. And every guy that got killed, George, it was devastated. And the whole world is following this thing. They following this more than they following Jesus. And you think God that put his son out here going to allow the world become at peace because of somebody got killed? Israel, they had to kill off the fathers so God could push forward, man. People would die off. It's a bad thing else, but people die off so it could go forward. Then God gonna allow that somebody getting killed for the world to come at peace? No. So that mean that God, we don't need God then. It's about Jesus. We come, it's about Jesus, following Jesus. The whole world's following this thing, this protest. People following the protest. Nobody following Jesus. You think that God gonna allow you to follow the protest instead of following Jesus is the way? Jesus is the way. Not the protest. You distracted. Broad is the way. Following the broad. Thank you. That's just word, not negative. I just pray, man. Bless y'all, man. Bless you.